What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American Politics, back in with a new video. And today, it is time for the final Arizona update video. That is right, folks. Today we'll be discussing Arizona for the final time before Sunday and Monday's predictions. That is right, folks. This Sunday, the House prediction video, the final one, will be released. Monday, both the gubernatorial and Senate predictions will be released. So this is kind of a final update before we really decide what the final rating for these races are. And we're going to the state of Arizona, like I said in the intro today. So yeah, now before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the Twitter account in the description down below, and join the channel today. That is right, folks, for just 10 cents a day, you could join Real American Politics. Only 10 cents a day. That's a phenomenal deal to help support the daily content. We all love that daily content. For only 10 cents a day, you can help support the daily content we all love. So I hope you join today. Alright, so this is another disclaimer. Alright, I'm not going to give my official rating on these races because that's going to happen Monday. Monday, I don't know what time the prediction will be released, but again, you get the point. Sunday and Monday, important days for the final predictions. But I think it's time for the next 3 to 4 videos, aka today and tomorrow. We're going to do a final roundup on the important races. So today we'll be discussing Arizona. Now, the governor's race, I think it's quite clear that Kari Lake's going to win this race. The remaining undecideds, they're going to break for Lake. Their biggest issue, we've seen this trend constant. The remaining undecided voters are voters that are voting based on the economy or crime. Well, not so much crime in Arizona, but it's more so, it is still a bigger issue in Arizona for remaining undecided. It's more so the economy. It's not no abortion. Voters like Democrats have tried for a long time. But, you know, people are going to go around saying, oh, well, in 2018, Republicans were overstated in the polls in the state of Arizona. Okay, they overstated Republican support by a point in the governor's race. And as for the Senate race, yes, they did overstate Sinema's support. Now, it was a very similar situation. The remaining undecideds in Arizona back then, they were leaning more towards the Democrats. Healthcare was taken over as the number one issue. Not by a lot, but still the biggest issue for voters. Plus, some interesting things happened in 2018. Again, it's not even just me having an opinion. Look at what the clown did. Oh, we have emergency election stations only in certain parts of Maricopa. And of course, it's the bluest parts. It's not a conspiracy or anything like that. Not alleging anything, just very suspicious that happened. But look up the whole story. It was a big scandal that really did not get covered enough. But we could say what you want. Sinema probably did win the race by a point. This was probably one of the only situations where Republicans truly did get overstated. But not by almost 3.5 points. It's probably closer like 1.5. Just things happened in 2018 that I really can't say on this channel. Not alleging anything, just kind of alleging some stuff. But point is, you get the point. Yes, Republicans were overstated in 2018, but let's look at 2020. Everybody just says, oh, 2018. Look at 2020. Mark Kelly was supposed to win this race by 6 points. He won by 2.5. That's around a 3-point miss. So, do you expect that, oh, it's just, 2020 was just a fluke? No, 2020 was a trend in polling where it's getting worse. And 2020 is the best comparison because very similar dynamics. You have a lot more early voting, not as much as 2020, but it's the closest to an apples-to-apples comparison with early voting being such a big thing. So with that in mind, Lake is going to win this race. It's a matter of if she wins by 4 to 5, maybe 6 points, or is she going to win by 2 to 3? Now, this Marist poll should just be thrown out. It's absurd that you get these crappy pollsters like Maris, who was one of the worst in 2020. They had North Carolina breaking for Biden by, I think it was 5 points, Florida breaking for 3 for him. It's like, they're a crappy pollster. People that put weight into them, no, just no. So, with all that in mind, the good pollsters, Insider Advantage, Emerson, they will have Lake up by 3. And the remaining undecideds, they're going to probably break for Lake. Not by a lot, but by enough to really potentially put this into a 4 to 5 point lead for Lake. So, with all that in mind, the adjusted lead is about 1.8. Now we get to the big race, the Arizona Senate race. Now, this Emerson number is a bit misleading because what RCP does is they use the lean, right? For example, in Emerson's poll, they force leaners to decide, which, whatever, right? That's a good thing, but I wish RCP would take the raw number. Why? Masters has a 1 point lead. Masters holds a 1 point lead over Mark Kelly, within the margin of error, obviously. But it's been a clear trend for a couple months now that Masters is picking up steam, especially the past couple of weeks. Undecideds, they're finally voting. The Libertarian endorsed Masters October 31st. And ever since then, you notice, really, that's when Masters really picked it up. Now, that's probably more so. You have undecideds really deciding, okay, are we going to re-elect Kelly for 6 years? He's already served for 2, and he's been a complete disaster. He lied to voters about him being a more moderate. Yeah, no, he's no moderate. He votes with Biden like 96% of the time. Okay, you challenge him on 1% of issues. Congratulations. Who cares? So, Masters is picking up steam. Now, here's the thing. Again, they have the adjusted average as Kelly plus 2. Well, you look at it, it's because what happened in 2018 kind of influences the adjusted average a tad much, in my opinion. I mean, you scroll down here. In Arizona, they had, Trump winning by 4 in 2016. That was off by maybe a point. And Trump by a half point at the same time. But again, it's like, does that really mean that's going to be off by, a couple points like this? I doubt it. Plus, with how undecideds are breaking, I don't think it's going to really matter. I mean, it's a quite clear trend. Undecideds, they're breaking for the Republicans. Now, the question is this. Will Republicans win both these races easily? I think the governor's race, that's kind of decided. At this point, it's a matter of what margin. The Arizona Senate race, though, it's, I think, going to be close. It's going to be a much closer race than I thought. But we just got to see what happens with good pollsters. Insider Advantage, for example, one of the better pollsters. Last, a couple weeks ago, they had Kelly up by 2. Now it's tied. A couple weeks before that, Kelly plus 4. That's a constant trend. Good pollsters like Insider Advantage, if they show a trend, it's probably happening. So with all that in mind, you could just throw out this freaking Maris poll. I mean, seriously, Kelly plus 3. It's just, I'm getting so sick with Maris pulling their crap like this late in the election. If they had it, back here, like, fine. But they had Kelly plus 5 back then, so even they show movement towards Masters. But anyways, folks, as you could tell, it's looking better and better for the Republicans in the state of Arizona by the day. It looks like we're going to sweep all the statewide elections, for local offices in Arizona. The Senate race is still going to be a close race. If you live in Arizona, get out and vote. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Godspeed to all of you.